Hey, our lovely people. Yes, this is Couples Will Monday Boost, and we are delighted to come to you this lovely evening. And we are grateful for the love and support you have always accorded us. Tunasema ni asante sana, and we really apologize. Last Monday we were not able to be on air. We had some technical hitches, but here we are, and we are back. Thank you. And if this is your first time to be here, kindly make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are growing each and every day. And this lovely day, I want us to talk about how we can find happiness in our relationships, how we can find happiness in our marriages, because there are some things we need to consider, and there are some things we must consider if we want to see happiness. Remember, happiness is not something that is carried by someone. There is nobody who can carry your happiness. You are the carrier of your own happiness. And so you should not make happiness to be like there is someone who carries a switch to switch off and on your happiness. No, you are the carrier of your own happiness. And as we talk about enjoying happiness in our relationships and in our marriages, there are some things we need to consider and we must consider. And we need to remember that for us to get or to find happiness, there are two things we must have. And I'm using the word must because it is a must. That is peace and freedom. If you don't have peace, if you don't have freedom, then you cannot be able to enjoy happiness. And so, before we even look at these principles that we need to have so that we can enjoy our marriages and we can have happiness in our relationships, do you have peace in that relationship? If you don't have peace, then it will be difficult, it will be hard for you to get that happiness you are looking for. Do you have freedom? Are you free? Because there is no way you'll be happy if you're not free, because it means you cannot even be open to that person because there is no freedom. And so you need to seek for freedom so that now you can have happiness. And so number one key thing that we need to remember, I know this might sound strange, but if you want to find happiness in that relationship, put yourself first. I mean, be number one. Before this other person comes in, be number one. Put yourself first. And a good example of people who find happiness and they enjoy, I want to give an example with the flight attendants. When the flight attendants talk to their passengers, telling them to put on their masks before they come to tell you that, before they tell you to put that oxygen mask, they first do it themselves. They put the oxygen mask first before they come to tell you. This is the first thing they do. And so they put themselves first. And so if you want to find happiness in that relationship, put yourself first. I mean, before this other person, you think about him, you think about her, think about yourself. Because sometimes the reason why we will not find happiness in our relationship, in our marriages, it is because you're thinking about that other person more than you think about yourself. And so you need to think about yourself. You need to love yourself. Even the word of God says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And so you cannot be able to love your neighbor if you don't love yourself. And so it starts with you as a person, you personally. And so where are you? As you're talking about this, where are you? Do you put yourself first, or you become second and then this person is the one who comes first? It should be you are the first one and you are the number one. And the second point is you need to seek God's approval, not man's approval. If you want to find happiness in that marriage, if you want to find happiness in that relationship, seek for God's approval. Ask yourself, has God approved this? as we continue doing whatever we are doing, has God approved it? Because there are many people who you'll find they are seeking for men's approval. But let me tell you, men can lie to you. Men can tell you things which are not true. But when God says it is true, when God puts a tick, then it is done. And you find that happiness. And so, do not stop seeking for men's approval, but seek for God's approval. Ask God, God, whatever we are doing in this relationship, is it right? Are you okay with it? Because men can come and say, it is okay, you are doing good, man, you're in love. But is God happy about that relationship? Is God happy about that marriage? Whatever you're doing, is God happy? Ask yourself that. And when you're able, and when God comes and approves that marriage, when God comes and approves that relationship, you can be assured that you're going to be happy and you find happiness in that relationship. And the third thing we need to think about, remember we are looking at the principles that can help us to find happiness in our relationship and in our marriages. And the third thing that should come to your mind is, do not look to social media for affirmation. You need to get that right. Do not look to social media for affirmation. Many times we want to be affirmed by people that we don't even know. And so you're posting all over, and after every 10 minutes, you're back there to see, hey, Nikona likes ngapi, Nikona how many comments. Do not go that way, because social media cannot give you the real happiness. There are times you post that photo and you have 1,000 likes, you have 500 comments, but that is not real happiness. Because if that person you're living with is not affirming you, then the people that don't know you, even if they affirm you, how many times you cannot be able to say that I have the real happiness. That is not real happiness. The real happiness will come when you are affirmed by that person you are living with. You'll find that true happiness when that person you spend your life with is affirming you. And I know there are people out there, they have been affirmed by many people. They have huge following. It is okay. It is okay. I am not against that. Having a huge following. I'm also looking for people to follow me. And by the way, if you're not following me, you need to go and follow me everywhere on Facebook, TikTok, right here on YouTube. Follow me. And because all of us, we are looking for followers, but we are talking about affirmation. Do not allow social media to affirm you, because they'll give you a fake affirmation, but that person you are living with will give you the real affirmation. And when you have the real affirmation, then you'll be able to find happiness in that marriage. And the last point I want to talk about, and this is very key, as you're looking for happiness in that relationship, as you're looking for happiness in that marriage, you also need to know when is the right time to seek for help. Oh yes, because at times you go through issues, at times you go through challenges, at times you feel like, I don't even want to see this person, I don't want to talk to her, I don't want to talk to him. And so you need to know when is the right time to seek for help. When is the right time to go out and bring in a third party who can come and encourage you, who can come and give a godly counsel. And it's something I always tell people, do not walk alone. You need to have someone who is walking with you. You need to have a couple that is doing well in their marriage that can come and walk with you, that can come and offer counseling. And let me say, when the person you talk to, that is the person you are in relationship with, becomes the person you talk about, it shows there are some underlying issues that are not settled. I repeat again, when the person you talk to, that person that is in your life, this is the person you talk to, When he or she becomes the person you talk about, there's a problem. That you find when you go out there, the person, your personal person, you're always talking about him, about her. And I am talking about her in a negative way. There is nothing good you see from her. There is nothing good you see from him. Then there's a problem. And so when you get to such a point, you need to know, I need to seek help. I need to look for a counselor who can come in and help us sort out the issues that we are having. Because this is person who means a lot to your life. So if he becomes the person you talk about every now and then, and you're talking about him in a negative way, then there's an issue that needs to be sorted out. And so you need to check out and see when is the right time that I need to seek for help. And when you know the right time to seek for help, you'll be able to find happiness in that relationship. Because it means there are times mtakuwa mmepitana, there are times tutakuwa kuna kashida pale, but because you have known the right time to seek for help, then you go out there. And let me say, as you go to seek for help, go to the right people. Because sometimes there are some people you can go to, and instead of growing your love, you find now you're getting gloomy. Why? Because the kind of person you have gone to seek help from, they don't even understand what you're going through. They don't, themselves, they need help. And so you need, number one, to go for a professional counselor. He is someone who will understand what you're going through. The second person you might go to is maybe your spiritual authority. Someone who is understanding you. You can go to them. And the third person maybe you can go to is your best couple. If you have a couple that you've been working with, you can go and talk to them. Never, and I am using the word never to go to seek for help from your family members. Because the moment you go and start talking issues with your family members, you might find your family members, they might side with you. And so they might start now hating your partner. And so even after reconciling and now you're in good terms, your family members will still remember, na huyu msichana kuna vile alifanyia huyu kijana wetu. And from there you might find that they are now having some issues with your wife or your husband. And so your husband or your partner should always remain as an angel before your family members. So never go to seek for help from your family members, but you can go and look for a professional counselor. You can go and see your spiritual authority, your best couple, the best people that you can talk to. And if you don't have a mentor, you need to seek for a mentor. This is a couple that you see that they enjoy their marriage and they are working right, and so there's something you can learn from them. Do you have a mentor? You need to seek out. You need to get one if you don't have. And I can assure you, as you have a mentor, you will be able to find happiness in that relationship. Because when there are issues, there is always someone you can run to. And even before you run to people, always learn to run to God. When you run to Him, we have always said in this show that He is the author of this institution of marriage. And so when you run to Him and you tell Him, I am going through this and that, He understands more, even than that mentor. And so you can run to Him and He'll be able to help you. So thank you so much. And with those 4 points, I believe you can be able to find happiness in that relationship. What is that are you going through? And maybe you're saying, I've come to the end. I can't find happiness anymore in this relationship, in this marriage. I am here to tell you, as you try to follow these small principles, they can work wonders, and you can enjoy that relationship. You can enjoy that marriage. So thank you so much for joining in. My name is Willie Kinyash, or Dr. Love, and out there they call me the Undisputed, and it is always pleasure having you on board. Kindly make sure that you share this video with someone out there. You never know, there's someone who might get in touch with this video and his or her life is totally changed. And that is why it is important to always share our videos. Remember, our videos are coming to bring healing to our relationship and our marriages, and also to bring hope to the couples that maybe they have lost hope. Thank you so much. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do, because great things are happening right here on our YouTube channel. For now, it is Waheria Konana, and see you on Friday at the Couples Will Show. Baraka.